Welcome to my home. Come vape with me. I want to talk this morning to new vapers. I have been vaping for over a year now, and it is the biggest miracle of my life. That is why I started making these videos. I just wanted to tell a friend about this remarkable thing that had happened to me, and I made my first video, which was clipped off from the end of a video to a friend, and I put it on the internet. I found 12 people watched that video. I said to my husband, 12 people watched that video. I think I'll make another one. So I made a second one, a better one, and uploaded that onto a channel called Vaping Vaping for the over 60s, because I could see how vaping would be so very, very useful to smokers like me who had no intention of giving up smoking. I gave up smoking by accident, really. So then I made the second video. And I said to my husband, 24 people watched that video. So then I made another. And then I got messages. And do you know, over this 14 months now, or almost 14 months, I haven't had a single bad comment or negative message. My messages on my videos I have to approve of myself. But in actual fact, in all that time, I've never had to delete one. All of them have been supportive, and I have to thank everybody who has supported my videos, because they really are to promote vaping. So for new vapers, if you want to understand what vaping is, it's a method of switching from smoking to something that I believe is less harmful. And for me, it happened by accident. I simply bought a small device, it just looked like a cigarette really, because I knew I couldn't smoke somewhere that I was going, and I used that instead. And I thought, this is amazing. I've had a really good satisfaction from this, and so then I used it more and more, and it was more convenient to use because I could vape anywhere. And it meant I didn't have to go outside and have a cigarette outside in the pouring rain, the snow, all by myself, lonely, and all these things. And I didn't smell of cigarette smoke, which always used to worry me actually. And so I gradually found I preferred vaping to smoking. So you can start vaping with a little device that looks just like a cigarette, really, an analog cigarette as we call it. So you start with that, and then you see that it actually has a very important and useful place in a smoker's life. You can use it in places that you can't smoke. And so gradually I moved away from smoking to vaping. Now my sister, I gave her a device, and she doesn't like vaping. She says it doesn't satisfy her, so we are all different. My sister continues to smoke, but I have completely changed from smoking to vaping. So for new people, and especially people who feel guilty about smoking, whose family are nagging them about smoking, who feel their habit might affect other people around them, it's a good idea to try vaping. And so electronic cigarettes are a substitute for smoking. Now that's what I have found they are. I am I'm under, oh blast, I am not thinking of giving up vaping. I vape because I'm a smoker who doesn't smoke. I vape. but I'm not going to give up vaping. And there are a lot of bad reports about vaping. A lot of them are by the anti-smoking lobby, who see that by putting a device in your mouth and drawing in nicotine, you are actually doing exactly what I'm doing, which is substituting smoking for something else. So I believe I'm still a smoker, but I vape, and that's exactly what the tobacco control group don't want. They don't want something taking the place of smoking. They want everybody just not to smoke. They want hand-mouth movements and vapor like this. Reminds people about smoking. And so they don't want electronic cigarettes promoted. In fact, electronic cigarettes have become an awkward problem for them. It's a problem for them because they say it simply reinforces smoking. So this is a very silly world. Vaping is less harmful than smoking, and yet the people who rule us are saying that vaping is something that we've got to ban. Well, that is utmost stupidity. If they can save people's lives, if people can vape instead of smoke, then banning electronic cigarettes is a criminal and desperately bad thing to do. And if you're watching this and you're a vapor, we must fight it. If you're watching this and you're a newbie and you're considering going on to electronic cigarettes, do. Because I think you'll find they might be the solution to your problem. Now, to end this, I'm going to show you one of my scientific experiments. It was an experiment I did on my bed early this morning with my cat. I blew vapor all over my cat. And this is what happened. I'm going to do a cat test. So this will be a wobbly camera, but I'm going to show you what my cat does when I cover him with vapor. You can't see me, but I'm directly vaping over the cat. Only it's not picking up the vapor because I'm behind the camera. But you can hear me vaping. I don't know if that was before the camera or after. Which proves to me that vapor from an electronic cigarette is not a harmful product. Because my cat used to run a mile the minute I reached out for one of my cigarettes. So thanks for vaping with me.